And the best people are usually pretty complicated, right?
Right.
Heather.
Oh, I found it. I found it.
So Miss over here, Miss Complicated, and very lovely and friendly, is sharing our Music Wednesday Facebook Live. So we're back at the Chattanooga Public Library, me and Barry here, and once again Heatherly, and we're doing really raw acoustic shot today.
Yeah.
Right?
We got all kinds of things going on.
Yeah, and if you guys share it on, if you're watching now on Facebook, which that's the way you're watching it, if you could share it right now, that would help everyone out. More people would know about Music Wednesdays and Heatherly.
And all that good stuff.
Look at that good angle.
So we're just talking about the, is it a good angle?
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, lovely.
Wonderful.
Not looking at my skirt.
You're happy,
Great.
we're happy.
Yes.
Thanks for coming in again.
Yeah.
This is your second go around with us.
This is my second time. The first time I watched it last night to make sure I didn't repeat a lot of songs.
Oh.
And it was the
day after the election.
I looked
That's
so
right,
sad,
that's
on the
right.
verge of tears
I
and
know,
all.
we were really emotional
Yeah.
that day. I actually was looking through my clothes this morning, and I had a shirt that was indicative of the election, and I thought about you because I was like, that's so weird because that's when she was here. It was
That's
the
when
day.
she was there. That's right.
the day after
Everybody
the
was
election.
just like
it was
emotion
weird.
on high.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now emotions are on a different sort of high. But luckily, we're not talking about news today.
That's right. No,
We're
it's
doing
music.
Music is good for the soul. Always be there. All right, let's get going.
Yeah, you're going to play some music for us, and then I want to talk about your podcast.
Yes.
Yay. Okay.
So, what are you going to play?
I'm going to start out with a Heatherly tune called A Waltz for You. And yeah, it's just about, being in a relationship that's one-sided, which everyone has experienced one time or another.
Most strong women have.
Yeah.
Over and over.
Only the strong women, right?
Yeah.
Right. I love you, Shakeem.
This is called A Waltz for You. I'm afraid we didn't go far, though I wanted it to. How could this broken heart be enough for you? An indifferent shrug, just my luck, when I come unglued for you. An uninvolved step's hard to bear, especially from you. I'm afraid we didn't go far, but that's on you. Conversations and accusations, they're all the same to you. Let's call a spade and realize I'll never be enough for you. I'm afraid we didn't go far, but that's on you. You're so attentive to all my flaws, and maybe there's a few. The most incontestable of them all is that I fell in love with you. I'm afraid we didn't go far, but that's on you. I'm afraid we didn't go far, though I wanted it to. How could this broken heart be enough for you? An indifferent shrug, just my luck, when I come unglued for you. An uninvolved step's hard to bear, especially from you. I'm afraid we didn't go far, but that's on you. String me along to get what you want. Tighten the noose, 'cause 'cause it feels good to you. I'm afraid we didn't go far, though I wanted it to. How could this broken heart be enough for you? An indifferent shrug, just my luck, when I come unglued for you. An uninvolved step's hard to bear, especially from you. I'm afraid we didn't go far, but that's on you. That's on you. That's on you.
That's on you.
That's the first time I've been told that.
Oh, don't believe it. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
Really
Thank you.
pretty. When did you write that?
Oh, I wrote that last October-ish.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah. You know, could have written it a few other times, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, songs can be transferable, and they do a lot, because I feel like you end up dating the same kind of people.
I know. What's that all about?
Yeah, we don't learn, do we?
Yeah, and
We don't
sometimes
learn.
they definitely come in like different forms. You're like, oh wait, you are that.
Yeah, it comes out.
How
Yeah,
much?
but okay, so who's that on though?
Oh, she's not gonna
You
say.
keep picking the same people. It's your
That
fault,
would give
right?
them credit.
I
It's kind of
know.
like a Taylor Swift moment, you know. You're like wondering, guessing. But we talk to a lot of musicians, you know, and they all have different strategies behind their writing. Some of them have gone through most of it themselves. And then we have talked to a few musicians, I would say less than the other, who say that their writing is from other people's experiences, which I thought was interesting
Yeah.
too.
Tougher.
Yeah, Mike Crowder.
Yeah,
said that.
definitely. Yeah.
And I'm like,
You,
how?
well, first of all, you
I
can't
know.
believe
He's
anything
so
he
good.
says.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah, I hadn't really heard a lot of people say that before.
Yeah.
Do you
Right,
think
right.
musicians, I mean...
Is that who you were talking about?
Yeah, that
That's
was
so
who I was
funny.
talking about. We're very connected, Heather and I, you know. Yes.
Mike's album is out now, by the way.
It
It's
is.
really
It
yes.
just
good.
came out.
Cool,
Yeah,
I
I got
know.
it this week.
I know, I was
Yeah.
checking that out through Facebook. He's great.
You got the super VIP on your desk treatment.
Yeah, well, I
He's a
paid money
VIP.
for it,
He's a
so I think I got
VIP.
delivery.
Mm-hmm.
Free
He is.
doses.
Happy to do it, but
Yeah.
anyway, yeah. So
You have to go through a lot to write, usually, unless you're Mike Crowder,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. And he, I think, has been through a lot, and is just good at seeing other people's perspective on it, you know?
That's difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a talent to do
Well, and you know, Nathan Bell, who was in here, does a little bit of both. Some of his songs are
You're
what he
right.
writes, and some of them are what he's
Stories.
watched or heard or seen. So
that. You know, I love that song. This is really maybe like a sellout moment for me, but I actually love the Lumineers, and I love that song Cleopatra, and I always had thought it was probably based on one of their experiences with a woman, and it wasn't. It was some woman one of them met who, you know, I was like, oh, okay, because I think a lot of your music and a lot of others, like we were talking about, comes from your own
direct,
experiences.
personal.
So that'd be interesting for you to write about somebody else you meet.
I've been meaning to. I've been
Yeah.
wanting to like go there. It's just hard for me
I
too,
would
with
think
it
so.
still sounding authentic and like Heatherly.
Right.
You know, that's where it gets hard.
Yeah.
Where when you're talking about someone else's experiences, I don't know, making it still sound like
Yeah.
your
own.
tone
yeah,
and
you gotta
voice.
be you. That's-
Yeah.
What are you
what's
gonna do next?
Well, I'm gonna play a cover,
Okay, fun.
and
No shame in that game. I like when musicians play covers and mix it up.
I do like it, and people like it, and
You like to make people
especially-
happy.
I like to make people happy. Especially a show like this, I want people to maybe hear a song that they know and have heard before. Maybe you've heard this little Radiohead tune.
Oh, I love Radiohead.
Green plastic watering can, fake Chinese rubber band, and the fake plastic girl. She bought from a rubber man in a town full of rubber plants to get rid of herself. It wears her out. It wears her out. It wears her out. It wears her out. She lives with a broken man, cracked by the styrene man, who just crumbles and burns. He used to do surgery on the girls in the 80s, but gravity always wins. It wears him out. It wears him out. It wears him out. It wears. She looks like the real thing. She tastes like the real thing. My fake plastic love. And I can't help this feeling. I could blow through the ceiling if I just turn and run. It wears me out. It wears me out. It wears me out. It wears me out. And if I could be who you wanted, if I could be who you wanted all the time, all the time. Not perfect, but that'll do.
It's pretty.
So we're
Heather
all
Land, that's
acoustic
it.
right here.
Yep.
Yeah, in
Okay.
here for this one, yeah.
Okay.
And then later it'll be, yeah.
Yeah,
This-
going.
This is Heatherly.
Yeah.
This is Lesley and Barry.
Hey,
Hi.
I'm Heather Lee. My name is Heather Lee, L-E-I-G-H, Holt, and my moniker is Heather Lee, Heather with an L-Y.
Yes. I
Tell
was
me,
just gonna
Heather
ask you
Lee,
about that.
about your podcast.
Okay,
Tell us.
so I have a music-related, art-related, Chattanooga-related podcast called Open Mic Spotlight. And it is conversations and performances with mostly musicians, but some comedians. I try to throw a few in those. I need to do another one soon. And artists and poets, and they do performances just like here, usually about 6 songs. I try to do covers and originals if they are down for the covers. And it's just a really intimate, like we're sitting in the living room talking, but with like really good sound quality and really good mixing, you know?
We need to come visit this.
And a lot of editing. I edit them to make them very concise and easy to listen to.
We really need to come see this.
So
That's why I ask you here.
I just released yesterday episode 50, and I've released an episode every Tuesday since September. And I'm almost at a year.
Wow.
I
Good for
know.
you. That's a lot of work.
So I do in-town artists and artists that are traveling through as well. So
Yeah, you do some of the house party guests, right?
the Chattanooga house shows that Christy Graves
right.
puts on. We work together, and when she has a guest coming through, she's like, hey, let's get them on the podcast too. So it's kind of like a double bang for their buck for the guests as for the artists as well.
Wow. It's a lot of work.
I think the Bombadil, which we had, was
Yeah.
one that you couldn't or didn't work for you, so
Yeah.
they came
Cool.
over here.
Which is
So it's
awesome.
great. Yeah.
Thanks.
That's why I
love
wanted to. You started this for very similar reasons than we
Mhm.
started this, right? Just to
And
promote.
even though what we do is similar, it's still so different, and it's great. You know,
Yeah.
like all the artists that are with me can be with you too, and it's even more for everyone to
Yeah,
see.
that's
The
the
more
idea.
the merrier.
Yes.
So what have you're coming up on a year, 50. What's your observation? What do you not learn necessarily, but
My observation is how many artists are in this city. I had no idea.
Every night.
all the
know.
time.
Yeah.
There's
All day, all night.
There's
Moon taxi.
so many all the time coming through, but just like local, amazing artists that I had no clue were around until you start digging and you really start to like see.
I know now you miss people. There, my friend Lauren Turner. Hi, Butterfly. There was somebody at JJ's like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and she's like, I cannot believe I missed this person. I forget who it was, but she played a song for me. She's like, how did I not know that they were here?
it's not
So
just
there's
the
so many
numbers,
people.
It's a lot of diversity too. isn't
Yes,
it?
there's
when
so
you're not getting
much
the
diversity.
same thing every week. That's
Oh yeah, I have folk, hip hop. I mean EDM. I've had EDM on there.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that you can think of. And what's cool is like to see the progression of the show go from mainly talking about open mics in this town to, you know, being more like a spotlight, and each spot being like an open mic spot, you know, where they get to share where they're from and their stories and play songs. And it's, I don't know, it's the best thing about the podcast for me is everything that I learn from it.
Sure.
Every time.
Industry-wise.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about learning.
Mm-hmm.
You do it video and audio, don't you? Or
Well,
mix it up, or-
I'm dabbling with the video. It's time.
It's complicated.
It's time.
Trust
It's
me.
complicated. It is.
Imagine Dragon song. It's time.
It's time. No, it really is. And I think adding video engages a wider range of people who might not know what a podcast is, but if they watch the video because it's up,
Mm-hmm.
because they see it's a video, not a podcast, then they'll be like, oh, well, what is a podcast? Because I think that's like the biggest challenge that I have reaching a larger market is that Chattanooga is, you know, we have the tech industry, but as a whole, we're still a little behind on
It's a niche market.
It
Mhm.
is.
Yeah.
But podcasts are, you know, by the month becoming more popular and more popular, and every person that I meet, I teach them what the podcast app is on their phone, and they don't even realize if you have an
It's good that you're
iPhone,
doing that.
the podcast app is already there.
Right.
Like, you don't have to download anything.
I show people how to like our Chattanooga Times Free Press page, and
Mhm.
so it's all about. I don't want to say educating, but like informing.
Yeah.
Informing.
Yeah.
And just
Which
letting
we should
know
do
how
right
easy
now.
it is.
How can
Yeah.
people find it?
Well, you can go, if you have an iPhone, which I know is most of you, you can go to your podcast app on your phone and search Open Mic Spotlight. You can go to the website, which is www.openmicspotlight.com. Easy peasy. You can go to Google Play and find it, and just about any podcast platform you can find it. A quick Google search will lead you right where you need to go.
I'll link you guys later on.
And you can go back and listen to all 50 episodes for free.
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 It's a good one.
Yeah, you've had.
I need to get her to play some more. We're talking too much.
Yeah, time to
Yeah.
play.
Good.
Play, and then we'll talk about some of the awesome guests that I've had on there. Because I've had so many. Oh, remind me to talk about the Roots of a Rebellion one.
Okay.
It's a good one. Cover or original?
Original.
Okay. So this is a fun one. I had a lot of requests to play a happy song. So I wrote a song about what I think is happy. It's kind of cheesy. sets the subject. Let's do our dance, the one where no one's watching. Let the beat fill our bones, those pounding intense overtones. Just like the world, the head spins when the magic sinks in. Take me to that place, caress me in that way. We must go where we will only know. Let's do our dance, the one where no one's watching. Let the beat fill our bones, those pounding intense overtones. Just like the world, the head spins when the magic sinks in. When our eyes meet, no way to be discreet. We must go where we will only know. Let's do our dance, the one where no one's watching. Let the beat fill our bones, those pounding intense overtones. Just like the world, the head spins when the magic sinks in. Waves of the ocean with the heat of an explosion. Let's do our dance, the one where no one's watching. Let the beat fill our bones, those pounding intense overtones. Just like the world, the head spins when the magic sinks in. Let's do our dance, the one where no one's watching. Let the beat fill our bones, those pounding intense overtones. Just like the world, the head spins when the magic sinks in.
That was happy.
It made Grant happy.
Yes.
Oh.
He's
He
been
was
dancing.
he was dancing. Yes. So yeah.
Which reminds me, we should do this.
It's
we're
all
at,
about
we're at the
education.
studio at the Chattanooga Public Library.
Mhm.
We very much appreciate them letting us do this every week. And the Dynamo Studios with Kessler and Tyler and Elizabeth, who's in there, and all the guys that are in there making it sound
Thank
great.
you.
And it's cool that we're here. So
Yep.
thanks to them.
This
Yeah.
whole thing is just making Chattanooga so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
very
it's
cool.
so good for kids.
One
to
more
learn about
thing
all
along
this.
those lines, don't forget, Cool Bo D is tomorrow night at the Bessie.
Oh really?
As part of the Levitt
Oh,
series that
cool.
starts
Tomorrow night?
10 weeks.
time
Free
does that
shows
start?
Thursdays, 5:30 it starts.
5:30.
Yep.
We need
so,
to do Facebook there.
Yeah.
Should
go
do
see
that.
Wild Wild West.
Remind me.
Okay,
Okay.
I want to talk about Roots of a Rebellion.
Let's talk
So-
about roots.
They are a reggae band from Nashville, and they won Road to Bonnaroo 2 years ago. And they
Cool.
play here a lot. They have a huge following now. They're pretty.
Yeah, we
They
met
tour all
we
around.
met them at Bonnaroo this past
Oh,
year,
yeah.
right? When we were all at the
No, that was Creature Comfort.
Okay.
Oh,
They
and
won
I-
this year.
They won this
Speaking
year.
of
Okay.
Creature Comfort, I love the new Arcade Fire album. Have you heard Creature Comfort, the song? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so good.
Alright.
Have you heard it?
Yes, the album's
Go on
great.
the
So
rabbit
we're not
hole
letting you
with all
finish.
this.
So what a really cool episode to listen to is Roots for Rebellion, because it just kind of worked out like this. It wasn't planned. The Baldwins that own the, what's that called, in Root House, which is a hostel,
Okay.
they had Roots of Rebellion staying there because they played at Clyde's, and they were having a pancake coffee breakfast, like a kind of secret VIP kind of thing.
Oh.
And I was going to record them for the podcast after. And so I brought all the gear, and then it just happened during. So it was a live
I love
recording
that.
with like 30 people watching in the kitchen, which is a whole
Cool.
rig. I mean, it turned out to be a really, really, really cool episode. And I want to do
Yeah.
more like that.
Yeah, that's fun.
It was
Moments
really
in
fun.
environments like that are really cool. And when we started this whole Facebook Live thing, you remember Ellis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our partner.
Yeah.
We had like lots of conversations about that. I was like, no, you got to get stuff in the moment when it's
Mhm.
happening,
Yeah.
like not.
Yeah, that's the fun part about
Yeah,
it.
Mhm.
I
and
think
Barry's
that's-
like, this is all so new and
That's
weird.
great. No
and-
rules.
Yeah,
It's great.
Yeah.
It's fun.
yeah, no rules.
Make it
Yeah.
up.
You just gotta like go with it when you
Yeah.
see it.
It's definitely something that I want to start doing more of. I'm going to start a Patreon account, I think, for the 1 year anniversary. It's already there. I mean, I'm going to like open it up. And Patreons it's like a monthly, here's thank you for doing this, anywhere from
Nice.
5 to 10 to even more. And I mean, if you're listening every week, that's $5 a month is like a little over $1 an episode. It's nothing.
Yeah.
But along with that will come special perks, and in that might be some getting to watch the recordings, or getting secret gifts in the mail every week.
You're a busy girl.
Anything like that. Just, to say thank you for listening and thank you for being a Patreon. So look for that.
People will never get tired of being thanked or getting a thank you. I know. I just got a really nice thank you card from Kyle House, who's our fitness correspondent here. But I mean, it's like, that's so nice. Like in any form, like a handwritten note or something like just it should never die out. Thank you. Yes.
I
Okay.
agree.
What are we doing now?
Yep. You can take us on out? Are we done?
Yeah.
One more song?
Yep. Thank you.
Thank
by the
you.
way. On that note.
Well, I'm trying to think. Okay, so this is for you, Lesley.
Oh, thank you.
Because at the Tivoli, when we were watching Moon Taxi on Friday,
I
which was
remember.
an amazing show,
What?
we talked about Ani DeFranco, and I love Ani DeFranco.
Me too.
And you do too. And so I kind of dug this song back up recently, and I was like, well, I have to play it for her.
Oh, thank you.
It's called Overlap by Ani DeFranco. I searched your profile for a translation. I study the conversation like a map. And I know there is strength in the differences between us. I know there is comfort where we overlap. Come here, stand in front of the light. Stand still so I can see your silhouette. I hope that you have got all night, 'cause I'm not done looking at you. Each one of us wants a piece of the action. You can see it in what we say, see it in what we do. We negotiate with chaos for some sense of satisfaction. If you won't give it to me, at least give me a better view. Come here, stand in front of the light. Stand still so I can see your silhouette. I hope that you have got all night, 'cause I'm not done looking at you. And I'll build each one of my songs out of glass so you could see me inside them. I suppose you could just leave the image of me in your background, I guess, and watch your own reflection superimposed. And I'll build each one of my days out of hope, and I give that hope your name. I don't know you that well, but it don't take much to tell either you don't have the balls or you don't feel the same. Come here, stand in front of the light. Stand still so I can see your silhouette. I hope that you have got all night, 'cause I'm not done looking at you. I searched your profile for a translation. I study the conversation like a map. And I know there is strength in the differences between us. I know there is comfort where we overlap. Oh, 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 oh.
Thank you.
Very nice.
You're welcome.
That was perfect. That's the nicest thing I've heard in a long time. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's pretty fun. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
so
doing
much.
this.
Thank you for watching.
Yep.
Yes, Music Wednesday.
Yay.
Cool
On
Mo
up.
Day tomorrow. Don't forget.
And we'll link you to all Heather Lee's good stuff too. Okay. Bye, guys.